So I recently moved, which means that I had to pack up everything, including my books, and drive them over to the new spot. Not too far away, but you know, still had to pack everything up. And yeah, I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a little bookshelf tour. So yeah, everything's in boxes basically, and I'm gonna try to organize it kind of. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk through everything, obviously, but we'll see what we can do. All right. First up, we've got Greek and Latin. I should say Greek and Roman, I guess. But yeah, here we go. You can see here. I don't even know if I can get low enough on the bottom shelf there. Oh, yeah, the light is not good. Anyways, a selection of Plato, Aristotle, and then other stuff as well. We've got Homer, we've got Virgil, we've got Ovid's Metamorphoses. Yeah, I haven't really read too many of these. I guess the most recent being this one on the end here, Edith Hamilton's Mythology. That's a good introduction. All right, onward. Got some Flannery O'Connor here. Very nice. Alright, so next we got some random stuff at the bottom there. And then we've got my Calvin and Hobbes collection. And a bit of Garfield. There's going to be more Garfield coming, but yeah, that's the larger ones at least. And then here I've got short stories. So I've got complete works of O. Henry. I showed you Flannery O'Connor and Lovecraft. And then I've got some Henry James. And then some random titles there. And some Kafka at the end. Ugh. So we've got the rest of the Garfield collection down there. Oh Lord, I just lost my mic. Alright. Goodness gracious, okay. There it is there. And then I've also got a couple of gag books. How to Aggravate a Woman Every Time. Pretty funny. And then I've also got this miniature Shakespeare pocket guide to abuses and affronts. Pretty good. And I've also got some like literary criticism stuff down here. Yeah. Alright, now on this shelf here, I've got nonfiction, so psychology, history, science, things like that. Now I try to organize my books thematically, but oftentimes that's just not possible, right? Some of these are just on the shelf because they fit there, like this copy of Moby Dick. Very beautiful baby blue copy, but too little too big to fit on other shelves. So on this end I've got Greek myths, Folio Society, a couple of works by Walden, and a sizable Jung collection. The one there in the white is hard to It doesn't have a writing on the spine, but oh, what do we have here? It's a super long title. Psychology of the Unconscious. Anyways, about a long subtitle. But that's a good find as well. Not written by Jung, but a Jungian book, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, which I have a review on my other channel. And I've got Basic Writings of Freud. Funny, this book actually I got in the US as a coffee table book for like $3. So that was cool. Some psychology stuff, Julian Jaynes, and some more, just nonfiction science stuff. And then I've got some Johnson and some, actually, is that the complete works? Yes, of Montaigne, correct. Yeah, so I don't have as much nonfiction as I do fiction, but got some interesting things there, some good titles. All right, got the top 2 shelves done, which are literature. So just got a random selection up here. And then as we move on, I got some thicker copies as well. Don Quixote belongs up there as well, but I'm reading it currently. And then the more random stuff. Then I've got a few Hermann Hesse. So Steppenwolf, Beneath the Wheel, Narcissus, and Siddhartha. And then some Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness, Nostromo, Secret Agent, Lord Jim, some Faulkner, As I Lay Dying, Absalom, Sartoris, or 2 more, the Ravers and Go Down Moses. And then I've got some more just literature assorted, a couple Golding, some Hemingway, and then maybe 4 George Eliot. Then on the shelf below, I've got my Steinbeck. So I've got East of Eden, Wayward Bus, Grapes of Wrath, Travels with Charlie, a couple Gold, Of Mice and Men, and The Red Pony. And then I've got a decent Cormac McCarthy collection, Suttree, No Country for Old Men, The Crossing, All the Pretty Horses, The Passenger, Child of God, The Road, Blood Meridian, and that's all for that. Then I've got a decent Huxley collection as well. I've got Perennial Philosophy, Brave New World Revisited, Anti-K, After Many a Summer, Doors of Perception, and Island. Then I've got a couple Oscar Wilde, some Faust, some Goethe, including Faust, Man of 50, and Elective Affinities. Got some Stevenson there. Oh, I accidentally broke up Stevenson with Wizard of Oz. Fix that. And then some Hardy, 3 Hardys, and then I've got a bit of Gothic stuff here. Caleb Williams, Dracula, Jekyll and Hyde, Frankenstein, and then some assorted by this guy Odoevsky. Haven't read him yet, but anyways. Then I've got my small Dostoevsky collection, so Demons, Notes from the Underground, Grand Inquisitor, Gambler, Idiot, and Brothers Karamazov. Alright, so now we gotta move on to this shelf here on the side. Then I've also got that one up there, so, and my books don't fit, so I'll have some extra as well. Alright, finished the small bookshelf here. Now on the bottom I've just got a bunch of random stuff because it's the tallest section I have, so any big books that don't fit anywhere else go here. Now some highlights from the section, I will say. Gnomes. It's a book all about gnomes. So that's pretty sweet. That was a good find for sure. Oh. Yeah, not too much to say about that section, just kind of random stuff. Then on the top here I've got Christianity. So I've got some Desert Fathers, Scale of Perfection, 2 Mertens, a sizable C.S. Lewis collection, including the Space Trilogy, which of course is pretty sweet. If you haven't read that, definitely recommend it. Yeah, and then below I've got alternative religion, so Gnosticism, Kabbalah, paganism, New Age, some Asian stuff. So I got Buddha and Tao Te Ching and Tibetan Book of the Dead, bit of Hermetics, and then yeah, some Indian stuff. I've got Rig Veda, Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, pretty cool there. Well, I was holding the camera bad. Sorry. There you go. And then on the top here, I don't have a shelf for it yet, but I've got philosophy. So I've got Epictetus's Discourses, Marcus Aurelius's Thoughts, which is, of course, Meditations, but it's an older copy. Occam's philosophical writings, some random stuff. Communist Manifesto, Viktor Frankl, a couple Camus, a couple Nietzsche, 3 Kierkegaard. That was a good find. And then Schumacher and Kaczynski, of course. Really good at the bottom here. Yeah. What else do we got? Now we just got to do this one over here. I don't know if I'll get good light for that one or not. Oh yeah, not so good. But you know what? We'll give it a go. I'm gonna go pick up some more books from Marketplace. I'll be back. The camera's about to die, but I might have to go back and redo some of the shelves I already just did because I just went and picked some books up off Marketplace. So we've got a bit of Kipling, some more Conrad, 3 of them. Then I've got Huxley short stories. Yes, and you'll notice that I have some of these authors already, which means I'm gonna have to reorganize the shelf, right, to make room. Chesterton, Eliot, Roald Dahl, some Russian stuff, Melville, Steinbeck, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Tennyson, Hemingway, Cervantes, and Gaskell. Yep. Hey, so it's been a couple days. My camera was dead and I hadn't had set up my computer, so I couldn't charge it, but we got that set up, charged the camera. Now, in the meantime, I did finish setting up the books. Had to move some stuff around, so I shifted this bookshelf against the wall, pulled that little one out, and the stuff that was stacked on top, the philosophy, that is now here. Behind philosophy, we have my Dickens. So see if we can make room for it here. If everything's in the way, of course. Pull that out. Yeah, that's my Dickens. I got a compilation of Christmas stuff. I've got David Copperfield, Pickwick Papers, Tale of Two Cities, Martin Chuzzlewit, Hard Times. Got a really nice Random House hardcover copy of Bleak House. And I've got what is that? Reader's Digest version of Great Expectations. Then I've got just some random classics out here that didn't fit. And most of these I haven't read. So I've got Vanity Fair, Lolita, War and Peace, Picture a couple of Wild, Fitzgerald, Chinua Achebe. I have read that one. That was pretty good. Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man, and then 2 Pushkin. Don't know anything about him. Just picked those up recently. And then over here I've got 5 Dialogues of Plato and the Homeric Hymns. Again, that should be fitting down in Greek, the Greek section at the bottom of this case. But for some reason, these are tall and they don't fit in the shelf. So, and then I've got some Poe, some Melville, Arcadia, Philip Sidney, and then Turgenev. Don't know anything about him either. Then a couple Jane Austen. And then I also did finish. Put those back. I also did finish this over here. This is there's a lot of good stuff on this shelf. So I've got oh, there goes my microphone. Jeez Louise, mate. Let's fix that. Hopefully that doesn't come out too loud on the video. That's embarrassing. Anyways, up here I've got fantasy. So I've got Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. Got a nice box set of that. Also a nice box set of C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia. Got the Gormenghast trilogy. I've read the first one, Titus Groan. I'm going to start on the second one, Gormenghast, pretty soon. I also have Mervyn Peake's Book of Nonsense. And then I've got some George MacDonald. So I've got Fantasies, the Book of the North Wind. I've also got the 2 princess books, Princess and the Curdy, Princess and the Goblin. I've read the first one, haven't read the second one, so stay tuned. And then I also have Lilith, which is down here, but again, too tall to fit on the shelf. I've got children's books, kind of. I mean, I have a box in the corner over there of more children's books. I think I've got Rick Riordan's Lightning Thief books. I've got Dr. Seuss. I've got some stuff in that box in the corner, but that's more like younger kid stuff, I guess. This is a little bit more older kids, kind of like, I don't know. I didn't make a good division between them. I'm missing the 3rd book of the Beyonders trilogy. I've got the first 2. Read that when I was a kid. Those were great. I'm collecting Roald Dahl. So I've got The Witches. I've got Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. I've got The Revolting Rhymes. I've got Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. Umbrella Man. I'm not sure if Umbrella Man's adult fiction or kids fiction. I just saw that it was Roald Dahl, so I put it on the kids shelf. Maybe I should check that first. Anyways, I've got Danny, the Champion of the World. George's Marvelous Medicine, which seems hilarious. I've got Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, SEO Trot, The Twits, and that's all for Roald Dahl. And then just some random assortment of other things, including some Stevenson. I've got Treasure Island, Kidnapped, yeah, and then that's about it. And then on the second shelf here, I've got my Shakespeare collection. So I've got, I only collect this particular binding. I don't do that with other books. I'll just buy anything. But with Shakespeare, I want to collect this particular older version of the Oxford Shakespeare. So you can read the ones I've got there. Then I also have this one down here, the Complete Sonnets and Poems, which is a bit thicker. I'm reading it right now though, so I got it down there. And I've got some Yeats. I've got selected Yeats, which it's pretty, it's nice, and then I found his complete works. So now I don't really want to sell this one because I paid a lot for it, but this is the full one, so anyways, whatever. I got Blake, Wordsworth, some Ezra Pound, Ben Jonson, Edward Thomas, John Updike, Edgar Allan Poe, Tennyson, John Donne, Kipling, and then some Rilke. Got some more Rilke over here as well. I guess the lamp's kind of in the way here. Move that. Edmund Spenser's Fairy Queen, and then so this thick Norton anthology, and then some T.S. Eliot. I've also got Keats and a smaller, like pocket revised Norton anthology, which is nice, a bit easier. I'm not gonna read through this whole yellow thing. I'll just read through the smaller one. And then I've got my Philip Dick collection over here. You can pause that, see which ones I've got. I'm pretty proud of these earlier editions. These are nice. Got those at like pretty cheap price, probably like 10, 12 Canadian a piece. Then I've got some Wells, I've got Time Machine, Men Like Gods, Star Begotten, and obviously War of the Worlds. I'm missing Invisible Man and Island of Dr. Moreau, which are 2 I would like, but don't have them yet. Then I've got some Wyndham, Canticle from Leibowitz, Zelazny, this is like a weird one, it's like a compilation. I thought this might be worth money, but it's not, it's like $10. Missing the third in the, it's not a trilogy, it has 4 books, but one of them's missing. It's like a joke, I don't know. Let's see. So I'm missing one of those. Also, this drives my brother insane. I don't pull the stickers off. I do want to do that, but I just forget to do it. I shelf them, and then it's a disgrace. And I got some Orwell, and then Dune. Yeah, that's about it. That's the majority of my books. Obviously, always looking to add to the collection. As you can see, I need another bookshelf because I have too many. There's 4 stacks here that don't fit. But yeah, so send me money so I can buy a bookshelf. Yeah, so yeah.